What's up, people? This is JJ, your hip hop aficionado, your hip hop connoisseur. I'm here to tell you about my show, The History of Hip Hop with JJ. It's on a Friday, 10 p.m. till 12 a.m. So whether you're into that hard body stink face style or whether you like it more smooth and laid back, I will be bringing you the best of hip hop from the last 50 years. So join me Fridays 10 p.m. till 12 a.m. on Black Culture Radio. Peace out. Okay, yes, this is JJ. I am on the line now, all the way from Baltimore, Maryland, USA. Man, Shore Rig, how you doing, bro?
Yo, what's up, JJ? What's going on, man?
It's cool, man. It's cool. Yeah, first things first, before we get started, apologies again. It's taking me so long to get you on. I've been saying on my show for the last couple of months, I've been wanting to talk to you. All technical difficulties from my side, but I'm glad we're linking up now.
Yeah, man, it's all good, bro. We here now, man. I appreciate you having me.
No problem, man. No problem, man. So, first things first, man. How you living? You busy at the minute or you chilling?
Yeah, man. I've been busy, just working on a lot of music, and then, we still gotta, do what we gotta do to pay the bills. So, I do that as well. Work a regular job. So just staying busy, man. Just trying to, get the music out there and get it rolling.
Yeah, same for me, man. I got my 9 to 5 as well, so I definitely feel you on that. Okay, so before we get to the music, let's get into you personally. I think I know the answer to this question, but I want you to tell the listeners where it comes from. Where do you get your name?
Okay. So where I got the name from was my name originally when I first started rapping was original, but like A-original because my initials are AR. So I just kind of did the initial thing and kind of added it to, flip the name around a little bit. So then, once I started doing that, it was like the people that were listening to me, they were just cutting it down, without me even doing anything. It would go from A-original to A-Ridge, and then it went from A-Ridge to Ridge. So then I kept it as just Ridge, and then I moved away, from my stay at, like you said, like you mentioned, I'm from Maryland, but I moved away. So when I moved away, I said I want to do something to kind of like still represent where I'm from and make it easier to identify where I'm from just in my name alone. So where I'm originally from, I'm from another part of Maryland. Like I moved to Baltimore like late teenage, early 20s, but I'm originally from a part of Maryland called the Eastern Shore, which is probably about an hour and a half. It's about an hour and a half east of Baltimore. So it's like a different part of the state. Like, it just works completely different. So I was like, I still want to represent where I'm from, you know what I mean? So that's where I added the East Shore to the Ridge, and that's where I got the name from in short.
Okay, true. Yeah, when I was looking at Baltimore, I saw that place called East Shore, and I was wondering if that's where your name came from.
Yes,
it's good for you to confirm that for me. All right, cool. So let's get into your inspirations, your influences. What, who are you raised on? Basically, who were you listening to on your way up?
Oh man, well, I'm an 80s baby, so I grew up on 90s hip hop. My personal influences, I was real, heavy on Jay-Z, Biggie, Big L, like, real lyrical guys. I did like Tupac. Just, the 90s, it was more like you didn't lock in on just one artist as much in the 90s. Like it was more, you had more of a appreciation for everything that came out, even though it all had a different sound. So I just listened to a variety of like 90s hip hop, 90s R&B, like all of that kind of just played an influence on me doing music. So.
True.
Yeah, that's what I try to, as far as my sound, yeah.
Yeah, all right. Most people over here, the only reason why we know Baltimore is through The Wire, mostly.
Right, yeah, I hear that everywhere I go. Yes, sir.
Yeah, The Wire was big over here, so yeah, that's the only reason why most people in the UK have heard of Baltimore. So coming from Baltimore and living in a few different places in Maryland, what's the hip hop scene like there? Is it big, or is it, quite underground, and you're one of the people trying to like raise it up?
So the hip hop scene, as far as Maryland in general, like I said, it's like different parts of the state. It's not really anywhere. It's not really anywhere at all. Baltimore alone. See, it's funny. So like anybody from Baltimore will tell you that Baltimore kind of separates itself from the rest of the state of Maryland. Like Baltimore's like its own state in its mind. So it's like there's not really a whole lot of like unity as far as like the sounds, it's like completely different actually. Like the Eastern Shore, like their influences are kind of more like what they're into, like on a personal level. You got some guys that might sound more like Atlanta, some guys that might sound more like New York, Philly, just kind of depends. Whereas like Baltimore has more of a distinct sound, but it's also influenced by other places because like Baltimore and Maryland, I'm not sure if you're familiar with the DMV area. Like that's something that gets mentioned a lot, like here in the United States. That's like DC, Washington DC, Maryland, and Virginia. That's like that metropolitan area. So like these places that I'm at don't really have like a definitive sound yet. Like as far as the accents and stuff, like you can hear like where somebody's from, but as far as the style of music and the sound, like there's really nothing that's separating anything right now. So it's kind of hard to get on the map when you don't have like that distinctive sound. Like for example, like New York has its own sound, Atlanta has a sound, Houston, Texas has a sound, California has a sound. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, so basically what you're saying is most Baltimore artists, they kind of follow the music that they've been growing up listening to. So if they were listening to Dirty South, that's what their sound would probably be.
Absolutely,
but there's no like definitive Baltimore sound that's out there for everyone to kind of like lock onto, is what you're saying, yeah?
Exactly. Like if you're here, you know what a Baltimore sound is, but just from like a national or international perspective, like you might not know so much. Yeah.
All right, man. So what's 2023 hold for you?
Oh man, just trying to get a lot of more music out there. I have an EP on Tuesday, man. It's called About Love. It'll be on all platforms, and just traveling, man. I was actually in the UK in the beginning of January, like end of December, beginning of January. I went to London. That was my first time out of the country, so just trying to get a lot more traveling. And I'm going to be in Toronto, Canada, the end of March, performing at a music festival.
Okay.
So just trying to get myself out there, man. Like I kind of took a hiatus a couple years ago where I was just kind of just sitting back and trying to learn what I could do to put myself out there, because I've been doing music a long time. But the ways of getting yourself out there have changed. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure you've been doing what you've been doing for a long time as well. You can just see how things just change so much in like a short time. So you just have to acclimate wherever the industry and the game is at the time. So it's just a learning curve too, man. Just trying to get it as you go along.
All right, cool, man. So how did you find London? That's where I'm from originally as well.
Okay, man. See, I've always had like an interest for London, subconsciously as well, because like how y'all know about Baltimore because of The Wire, we know a lot about London because of Top Boy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
It's kind of like, it's kind of like the same thing in reverse. You know what I mean? That's kind of like what got me into like the urban side of London, but like I don't know, man. I've always been into like, geographical stuff, man. And like, I like, it's crazy. I got like, some friends in London too. So like, I was telling one of them yesterday, I just like the dark, gloomy feel over there, man. Like, it's dark a lot. You know what I mean? That's what I like, man. I don't know. It was a good fit for me. Like I spent about a week out there, man. And, I definitely enjoyed myself, man. So, Yeah, I don't know exactly what it was, but then I'll tell you another thing. What it was like I see that London has a great appreciation for like the type of hip hop that I make. You know what I mean? Just the
Yeah,
type of like
definitely.
that real yeah. Like I noticed the distinct interest that they have as opposed to like other places. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's kind of what drew me to it as well.
Yeah. No, we're definitely into that, that boom, but that harder side, the harder side. You know what I mean? It's nice to go out to the club and hear, the more laid back side and stuff. But yeah, we're definitely into I don't know how much UK hip hop you heard, but it's usually the grimier side. You know what I mean? Even though they're completely two different types of music.
More of it when I got out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't cut you off. Yeah.
Nah, it's okay, man. All right, so where can everybody reach you? I know you've got. I mean, obviously, when I was first put in touch with you, the first thing I did was went to YouTube and listened to some of your tracks. But where else can people catch you and get in touch with you and stuff?
Yeah, man. As far as like my music, man, I'm on all streaming platforms. Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, anything else that's out there, man. And then as far as like socials, I don't have like a TikTok or a Snapchat or a Twitter or anything set up at the moment. I'm kind of just still kind of getting the Instagram thing down. So my Instagram is the main way to contact me. That's Eshore Ridge, ESHORERIG 410. That's my Instagram, and then I have a link in my bio. That's a common thing now as far as artists go. So you can just click the link on my bio on my Instagram, and it'll take you wherever you need to find whatever at.
All right, man. Well, hope to see you back in the UK soon, and hopefully on a bigger platform, some performances, so more people can get into the Eshore rig. Like I said, the beauty of me having my show at the level that I've got it is that I can play music that I like. I'm not forced to play anything that I don't like. So I'm not trying to gas you up by saying that I love your music. Like, if I didn't like your music, I wouldn't be playing it. You understand what I mean? So,
bro, we wouldn't be doing this interview either,
yeah,
man. I
exactly.
Can sense, the genuineness, if that's a word, but I can just sense when someone is genuine. You know what I mean? I got that, like right off the rip. So I appreciate you having me, man. I definitely, look forward to speaking to you again real soon, man.
Yeah, man. You've got to keep me informed, and we'll have you on. Like I said, you know what I mean. Your track is in my favourites of the year, and I hope to speak to you soon, man. Thank you for taking the time, and I'll speak to you again very soon.
I appreciate you, JJ. Thanks again for having me, brother.
All right, man. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
All right, man. Speak to you soon. Bye.
Yes, sir.
If you thinking I'm the GOAT, if you don't think that shit, then just watch what I promote. I'm about to go on a tear.
The history of hip hop from JJ.
The history of hip hop with JJ.
The history of hip hop with JJ. Baby, can I have an ice lolly?
The radio station you can't live without. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Black Culture Radio.